because I can't deal with the hard drive.
Well, you found another hole. This is, we're here over the top of a very large gopher condominium.
What I'll do is, this is called 666 for the for the magnitude
Of the earthquake.
the earthquake at Narrow Whittier's. I was working for Edison, and I wrote this while I was under for $30 an hour. So
While you were waiting?
pretty simple song.
Yeah. Play it with you. Capo 2.
And I had this was done on a keyboard synthesizer built with lots of tracks. And when I lost the, I had the words. But I used to perform this and play live piano, but did all of my other orchestration for the song. A totally different song. And I just put this together again about 3 months ago, and rewrote the song because I had no clue or record of where that music, because the keyboard went away, and I never recorded it in any way. And I had my 8-track, my studio, and I didn't know what the song. I have 10 other songs that I don't even know where. I have the words, but I don't know what the music is anymore. So I write better songs from them.
Yeah.
I have other songs that I've taken music with tracks with big studio musicians and rewritten whole songs built around and crafting the words into the music. I took one song that used to be the song here and took the words for the other music. And so I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's about the syncopation of words, of being able to stretch and do the economy, and yet be kind of crafting the. And so that is about being able, and a lot of that is by doing like Dylan's song, by that pace, so that song could be different each time, like Pete Seeger did.
Yeah.
Pete Seeger liked well-known songs, but to come up with new lyrics, and he'll say this. He said rather many times, no, the song doesn't need to. It should be alive and becoming. And that was his attitude. And he says that. So then you're building for a whole, because he's very pan and very communistic and very opening. So you can bring in to union songs and bring it in civil rights and everything, and build new lyrics for it.
Right. Well, and also I find that when I listen to the same song on the radio, the same arrangement, I get worn out on it. And to hear a song played differently really refreshes it.
So you can change your pace, like the Dylan song. You can do it 5 different ways, and it's good for you. But otherwise, then you're doing work, and then you're not having any fun. And that's why working musicians that have to go to places and they do top 40 stuff and play for bar places. I couldn't do it because it would just drive me crazy. Even though they're good, for me, if you don't feel with it, then it becomes work, and then you're not enjoying the music. And The earth is breathing, shifting, makes it feel like the end of the world. But it's only natural there to the things we build, bound to crumble and go forward. I remember many times before you were there for me, and now I know I'm safe under your shadow. I never can forget your face when everything is falling down. I know you hold everything in the palm of your hand. You can never tell if you're going or staying. Doesn't matter if you're scamming or praying, your time will come before you can see them. I remember many times before you were there for me, and now I know I'm safe under your shadow. I never can forget your face when everything is falling down. I know you hold everything in the palm of your hand. So turn your eyes away from here, calm your nerves and quell your fear. This time will soon pass. For now something I remember many times before you were there for me, and now I know I'm safe under your shadow. I never can forget your face when everything is falling down. I know you hold everything in the palm of your hand. In the palm of your hand. I even probably changed that last ending. So far, that's what I'm using.
That's exactly the way I am. I change it all the time, because it really is about, to me, it isn't just a way of surviving, a way of connecting with the real world, and it's more like prayer than performance for me.
Well, that's the deal.
Yeah.
Because I watched, you would do fine if you get past the, when you feel confident and stuff. But your presence and simplicity of your songs and stuff would I think people would respond. So I don't, I do I ran a lot of open mics with people trying, and they all were trying to play so fast and be so dynamic and all that. And
Yeah.
what happened, the songs were not interesting, and they weren't emoting anything from their lives. And
Yeah.
but your songs, just as they are, if you just got in front of a crowd and but it does a big energy thing against you, because I'm comfortable here. When I get in front of people, I can crash and burn very easily by the energy
Yeah.
of trying to perform.
Right. Well, and whether people are
But what you have to,
what they're expecting, huh?
yeah,
Because when you're just playing by yourself, you're not dealing with the expectations of your audience.
yeah, and you know what? And they don't even if you change a chord, they might even know. Some people might have, but the best thing, but what you hear on lots of open mics, that people go, in fact, on that, people always do all these apologies when they start playing.
Right.
And just don't do it.
Right.
Just don't do it, because it pisses them off.
Yeah. I had
And-
somebody
and
really
what you-
scold me for that. I got a really good musician. I got sat down and started apologizing, and he got really hard on me.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't do that shit."
But they do it on all these open virtual stages and stuff that I give you that link on.
Mm-hmm.
You'll sit there and watch, because I watch these people do it. Some of these are great performances.
Yeah.
Some of them are just terrible songs, but they're why give them the benefit of, they may think that you're wonderful, and
Well,
you probably are.
And the truth is that music, even played badly or played haltingly, is still a wonderful thing. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like I was with this. I went up to Big Sur and got invited to this 4-day camp trip. There were all these great musicians. They'd all played at this festival called Surville or Kerrville in Texas.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
I've
had
been wanting
met,
to go there.
and these guys had played the main stage. They were all real pros, and Kerrville kind of wore out for them. It got too zooted or something, so they decided to move their whole camp to another location and meet once a year. And there were like these 20 people that all get together.
Huh.
They're all great singer-songwriters. Most of them play professionally, do it for a living, and they call it Surville. We went up there I was up there just a month ago with them. I got invited because my guitar teacher she likes me. And so, anyway, to watch these guys play, they would bring out somebody and say, "Hey, play that one." No, "Oh, I haven't played that one." And of course, everybody's got the mental. Everybody forgets as you get older. And these guys would sit, they'd play something beautifully, and then it would grind to a halt, and they would stand there, and then they would jam around, and then they'd start it up again, and it was just like pushing the pause button and then pushing the play button, because it's and people love it. People love music, and they're willing to put up with some of the tool marks. Is kind of what it is. It's
That's
just
kind of neat. That's a
and it's really okay. It's okay to stop in the middle of the song and do what you want to do, to sort it out, because when it comes back on again, it's the authentic process of music. It's just recovering it, because it all wants to go away. It all wants to get forgotten. When we sit here and we make an effort to remember music, that's the noble cause.
I can't tell you how many times recording technicians back at the board in a studio roll tape no matter what,
Yeah.
even during rehearsals, because
Right.
what happens is there have been people that have been never worked again in the industry because the guy didn't roll tape, even during rehearsals for well-known musicians, because they don't because you never know while you're doing a rehearsal doing something that's very killer, because tapes were cheap, you know, back then, even then.
Well, bits are even cheaper.
And bits are even cheap. Yeah, absolutely. And so, so the artist with his whole band, and he says, "Okay, that was pretty cool. What? You didn't roll tape? You
Guards
even if
sees
you-
them.
Even if you started 5 minutes that something started kicking in there, something could be built and a fade into, and but so
The Dead recorded everything that they ever did,
yeah.
and then somebody
Yeah.
started, and then a guy who really got tuned into this, Dick Ladfellow, was a Deadhead who lived in Hawaii, and he started going to their concerts and taping them. And then when they realized how into taping he was, they made him the curator of all their tapes. And some of the best music that the Grateful Dead ever put out was stuff that had just been.
Do you listen to the Friday show on KPFK?
No, but I mean,
it's all their stuff.
But I mean, I have friends that are Deadheads who give me tapes all the time, and there's great stuff in it just because the tape was rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they believed in that, and they still have a huge tape library. Well, let me play something.
Okay.
Play another Dylan song, and I'm going to see if I can remember it from memory. So this is it's halting.
Don't get my disease.
The loss of memory comes soon enough to all of us. Far behind sundown's finish, in midnight's broken toll, we ducked inside a doorway, thunder crashing, while majestic bells of bolts struck shadows in the sounds, seeming to be the chimes of freedom's clashing. Clashing for the warrior whose strength is not to fight, crashing for the refugees on the unarmed road of flight, and for each and every underdog soldier in the night, we gazed upon the chimes of freedom clashing. Even though the cloud's white curtain in the far-off corners flashed, and the hypnotic splattered mist was slowly lifting, electric light struck like arrows, fired but for the ones condemned to drift or else be kept from drifting. Flashing for the... Oh, nope, there we go. Tolling for the searching ones in their endless seeking trail, for the broken-hearted lovers with too personal a tale, and for each unharmful gentle soul misplaced inside a jail, we gazed upon the chimes of freedom's clashing. Do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. Starry-eyed and laughing, as I recall when we were caught, can't find no trace of ours, for they hang suspended. And we listened one last time, and we watched with one last look, spellbound and swallowed until the tolling ended. Tolling for the ones whose wounds cannot be nursed, for the countless accused, misused, abused, strung out ones and worse, and for each and every hung out person in the whole wide universe. We gazed upon the chimes of freedom's clashing,